Michael Irvin, and a Hall of Fame former Green Bay native, well, not native, but you lived here and coached here, Steve Mariucci. And Steve, Aaron Rodgers, a big game. What did he do right? He did not have his tackles. He did not have his running backs, but he came up big.
Think about it. He started 1 center and 4 guards, and the protection was going to concern. But this guy was Mr. Efficiency. He only threw 26 passes, completed 18, but boy, was he on target. 4 touchdown passes, no interceptions. He did have a couple of sacks with that makeshift offensive line, but what a performance, what an efficient performance by Aaron Rodgers.
And it is strange. We were just talking about it, Coach, when you look at the stats and then you look at the game, you know, Chicago was behind all game long, yet Mike Glennon still only attempted 33 passes in this game. But Aaron Rodgers is the key to it all. No matter what problems you have, he is like the cure-all. You know, that stuff that your mom used to give you, like that aloe vera stuff. Just put this on, it cures everything. He is the cure-all.
I would say that the Green Bay Packers came out early and they ran the football. What they did was they made the Chicago Bears have to play catch-up. That meant they had to throw the football a little bit more, and they're not comfortable with doing that. Once Green Bay got ahead, their defense put the pressure on, and there came the turnovers for the Chicago Bears.
I have 2 questions that remains to just play on my mind right now. Where do the Chicago Bears go from here?
I got the answer.
Hold on.
Don't get it wrong.
That's a topic for another discussion. We will bring up that at another
Green
date.
Bay Packers solid enough to overtake the Atlanta Falcons in the NFC?
That's a good one, too.
Hey, let's talk about that, baby.
We'll talk about the future when we come back, but to wrap up the night, let's head up to the CBS booth and welcome in Jim Nantz and Tony Romo.
You know, we've had a lot of fun, let's face it, folks, for the last 3 weeks. Watching Tony as a broadcaster call these plays with tremendous accuracy, and you've never been more prescient. You didn't even realize it. When we first came on camera tonight, I said something about, we're going to be working overtime. You said, I love it. Let's do a game on Friday. Well, guess what? Eastern time, we made it into Friday. Thursday night football became Friday morning football as we had the long delay, and coming out of it, you know, we got back to action after 47 minutes. Aaron Rodgers and the Packers never really in doubt here tonight.
Now, the turnovers early really set the tone for this game, and Green Bay just played very efficient football, did a good job protecting the ball. Aaron got the ball out of his hands quickly, and then he created the one big play, if you remember, to Jordy Nelson there, when that game was still right in that little mix area, it could go either way. And that's what you ask your quarterback to do. Create that play that matters. Sometimes it happens in the fourth quarter, more often than not. That was the one that really kind of separated them, and then, you know, the defense came up with 2 big turnovers with Glennon's interception, and that's just how it goes. It's that small. The ball matters, and when you get that many turnovers, you don't have to do a whole lot. And they got to protect those tackles today because of the score. You know, they were in the lead, and because they got to run the football, and Rodgers never really got exposed.
One of those games where they had 260 yards total offense. They had short fields to deal with the 4 turnovers committed by the Bears. But soon you got to think have their tackles back. But the question is, what will the running back position look like as they'll leave here tonight with more questions, more injuries?
Well, Aaron Rodgers did that without tackles, without receivers at different times. This is why I keep saying you're seeing a different team. Just kind of figure out ways to win. Just defense has to play good here. You get turnovers here. Last week they had to come back and close game and just barely win that. If they just keep putting wins, all of a sudden they're going to get everyone back, and everyone's going to be like, oh my goodness, Green Bay, look at this. Their best D lineman's back. They got everybody healthy. When they get there, you ain't going to beat them.
Listen, we got to get back to the hotel and start working on Denver and Oakland. Okay? We're heading there shortly.
It's going to be a good one.
Can't wait. Sunday, we'll see you folks coming up after your local news. Don't miss the Late Show with Stephen Colbert as he welcomes Steve Martin, and followed by the Late Late Show with James Corden. Tonight, only CBS. And for more football, the Mazda postgame show continues on NFL Network. Big shout out to our crew. And again, we'll see everybody Sunday and again next Thursday with New England and Tampa Bay. For Tony, Tracy, and Jay, this is Jim Nantz saying so long from Green Bay. Thank you for watching the Mazda postgame show.
Show continues on NFL Network. All of us here with much more from Lambeau Field. And we want to turn it over to Tracy Wolfson. It has been a big day for Aaron Rodgers, a big week, 4 touchdowns in the last 5 days. Let's send it to Tracy on the field with Aaron Rodgers.
Aaron, congratulations. A solid win, especially against a rival. But I'm sure you know, watching your teammate Devontae Adams go down. How difficult was that?
Yeah, that's tough. You know, he's not only a great teammate, but a great friend of mine. It's tough seeing, you know, we've had some over the years, some really tough ones, guys who haven't been able to get off the field. I'm hopeful we'll get some good news. We get in the locker room and he's got some movement. That's the most important thing. But I love Tay. It's a tough shot to see your buddy knocked out on the ground like that. But he was awake when they were taking him off, so hopefully we get some good news.
There was good news, just to let you know that he is moving his extremities. Let's talk about the play on the field, and we talked about a solid win. And it was difficult with all the injuries. What can you say about all the unsung heroes who were able to step up tonight and get this victory?
I'm so proud of my guys up front. Lane Taylor playing left tackle, Luke Pat at left guard, obviously Corey and Jari, and then my man Justin at right tackle. Those guys battled all night. I'm really proud of them. You know, that's a great group of guys, obviously very well coached, but they had a great approach tonight. We have a, you know, kind of a mantra going right now, no excuses. Those guys stepped up and played really well tonight. I'm so proud of them.
I think they got a good steak dinner coming their way, don't they?
At least, man. At least.
Thanks a lot. Appreciate it.
Well, Jordy Nelson deserves a steak dinner as well. He is joining the Mazda post-game set when we come back. And don't forget, TA End Zone is coming up right after the post-game show. Stay tuned.
Thursday Night Football postgame show is presented by the Mazda CX-5. Driving matters.
Get your game day started with NFL Game Day Morning, Sunday at 7 a.m.
I believe I can fly.
Tom Brady worked his magic once again last week.
It's got it! It's a touchdown!
But how many times can he bail the Patriots out? Our experts explain if New England's D may be its downfall. And Todd Gurley called a shot after the Rams' Week 3 win.
We're going to whoop up on you boys.
We'll let you know if he can back it up in Dallas. Plus, Des Bryant goes one-on-one with the playmaker. NFL Game Day Morning starts Sunday at 7. Then at 9, it's Rich, Mooch, and Hall of Famers Marshall, Kurt, and Michael taking you right up to kickoff.
A big day for the Green Bay Packers and a big game for Jordy Nelson. There's his second touchdown of the night as the Packers beat the Bears 35-14 here at Lambeau Field. And we are joined now on the Mazda postgame set by Jordy Nelson. And Jordy, what an amazing game for you guys to come out here without two tackles. You don't have two of your running backs throughout the game. What went right for you in this offense?
Guys stepping up. Obviously, having Aaron as a quarterback, we did a lot of three-step tonight to make sure we were able to get the ball out, but we were able to take some shots when we went max protection. But the young guys on the outside stepping up. I think we're out of tackles. I think we've lost 5 of them.
You did.
We started all guards, I think, from left to right. So, but those guys have stepped up. It's amazing what the coaching staff has done to get them prepared. But putting them in a situation to be successful. I think they did a great job in the run game, which was allow them to slow down the pass rush.
You now lead the National Football League in touchdown receptions with 5. What is it with you and Aaron Rodgers that you just seem to be on the same page every game?
A lot of work and a lot of communication.
A lot of work in the offseason?
Just every time we're here. And to me, it's more communication than work. It's in the meetings, it's in the practice, on the side of the practice field, on the sideline here during the game, just communicating about what's going on, what we're seeing, to try to get a step ahead of what the defense is doing. And I think both of us communicate well. We understand the game very well. We're very prideful guys, but also at the same time, we can just listen and try to understand and make sure we're on the same page.
Jordan, we heard Tracy ask Aaron about Devontae, and I wanted to get an opportunity to ask you about it, because right after he got hurt and went in, you went and scored a touchdown, you took the knee, and you praying. I would imagine that was for him also, because he's in the room with you in that receiver room. Talk about Devontae for me.
I mean, Devontae's a great guy, and I mean it's one of the worst feelings you have when you see a guy motionless on the field. Your teammate, your brother, an opposing player. I mean, none of us want to see that, and that one got me. That one got me good, and that's when you really start thinking about this game. But absolutely, it took a knee to say another quick prayer for him. we'll go check him out, see how he's doing so far. If he's at the hospital or back home yet, so we'll go check on him, make sure he's doing all right. But we need him back. But obviously, yeah, make sure you're ready. And as far as what I've heard, everything was moving good and everything's progressing well.
Well, we all praying for him.
Jordy, you guys are really look well. You're playing well offensively as well as defensively. What is the one thing that you can identify to say, you know what, we need to work on that to go to the next level?
Get healthy for number one. I mean, I feel like we're running out of players left and right, not only offense and defense, but, I mean, that really hurts your special teams in because guys are taking extra reps. But I think if we get healthy, we'll be good, but we just need to stay consistent. We can't get too excited about what's going on. Just stay consistent, take what the defense is giving us, allow us to make plays, and put guys in that situation. So,
Jordy, you guys have the ability to win by any means necessary, whether it's throwing the ball, running the ball, playing good defense, special teams. But for some reason, you were talking, you say, we have a mantra. It doesn't matter who's in there. We got to get the job done. Talk about that and how it's carrying over with this team.
It's definitely communication there in the locker room about guys understanding to be prepared. I think that's the main thing for these young guys because a lot of these guys probably once they made the team, they're looking, you know, I'm backup guard, now I'm starting tackle. But these guys are still grinding week in and week out. Geronimo Allison for us, you know, probably 4th or 5th on the depth chart. Randall goes down. I go down to Atlanta. Randall's banged up last week. Now he's making big plays for us. Last week he has 122 yards for us. So these young guys are getting coached up. They're doing their job of making sure they know what to do. So when they get that opportunity, they're making the most of it. And it's exciting for us older guys to see that because we remember being in those spots, and now you see them making those plays, and now they'll get more and more opportunities.
Jordy, you guys win tonight, so you get a few extra days to try to get healthy because you got those Dallas Cowboys.
The Dallas Cowboys.
You're gonna get those boys. And you have a tough division. When you look around this division now, Minnesota and Detroit, all of those teams. Right, when you guys see that, how concerned are you with the rest of the division?
Yeah, I mean, we know every year it's going to be a battle. Division games are completely different than any other game in this league. And, I mean, obviously when you go on the road, when we go back down to Chicago, it's going to be a battle. We had one down there late last year. It's a battle. And so we understand what we have ahead of us. Like you said, at Cowboys, at Vikings, Saints and Lions there. So we, like I said, get healthy, continue the momentum, enjoy this long weekend because that's besides you guys, that's the only benefit of Thursday Night Football.
Exactly. Well, enjoy the win, and we look forward to seeing your players get healthy. We want to see them full strength against your Cowboys.
Yes. Well, okay.
Thanks so much, Jordy Nelson. As the Packers are now 3-1 atop of the NFC North. That'll do it for us next week. New England and Tampa for Thursday Night Football. But coming up next on NFL Network, it's Total Access Ending with Chris Rose, DeMarcus Ware, Willie McGinnis, and David Carr. We'll see you signing off from Green Bay, Wisconsin.
It's a new day, it's a new life, and I'm feeling good.
Good Morning Football, tomorrow at 7, only on NFL Network.
Want to dominate your fantasy league this year?
He has got that it factor. He is showing it.
Our experts help with insights and analysis all season long.
He's ready to set the NFL on fire.
NFL Fantasy Live, tomorrow at 5 on NFL Network.
It wasn't Throwback Thursday, it was Throw It Away Thursday. Courtesy of Mike Glennon, who turned it over 4 times, led to 21 Packers points, and that's how much Green Bay beat Chicago by. Here's the Bears head coach on the evening and the future at QB.
Obviously a very poor performance. I think it starts at the top. I think we got out-coached, we got outplayed in every area. We've got a lot of work to do. Fortunately, we have a mini bye here. Well, I think, again, Mitch is a young player. He's 4 regular season games into his rookie season, his NFL career. Like I said, we have a big gap here. We'll look at everything, and everybody. Not just the quarterback position.
We continue on here on the Mazda postgame show. 3 Super Bowl champions, Willie McGinnis, DeMarcus Ware, David Carr. I am Chris Rose. When are we going to see Mitchell Trubisky?
You just said we have a big gap. So what does that tell you? When a head coach says that, that just means we need a little time for our young guy to go out there and get some practice in. We'll get him ready to go. Because, honestly, Mitchell Trubisky, we talked about it a little bit. It's time for him to go in there. I think that the way they run the football, right? You can do things schematically that don't make it too hard for him. He's going to have to make some plays on third down in the red zone, yes, but they're not a great football team right now anyway, so he's going to be an improvement. They're sitting at 1-3. He could be just the spark that they need to get going.
He said they had 10 days to get the next guy ready. That's what I felt like when I heard him out there. So they'll get him ready. Hey, they already have, like you said, a good run game. I'm looking forward to seeing them out there.
I'm just adding to what they said. The kid is going to play, and he's going to play. They're going to give him that spark. This offense is not moving. I know we saw a little bit, but that was, 12 throws?
Yeah.
How many? 193 yards rushing? They can't throw the ball.
By the way, their next 3 games against pretty good defenses, the Vikings, the Ravens, and the Panthers, before they take on the Saints and then have a bye.
Throw them in the fire.
We got a full hour of Total Access Endgame coming your way. Give me one thing in 15 seconds you guys are each keeping your eye on.
I really liked what they did schematically on offense for the Green Bay Packers. Aaron Rodgers' game plan, Mike McCarthy, I thought it was fantastic. It's going to be fun to break it down.
And you're going to break it down with a libero. That's a really cool piece of video, so you want to stay tuned.
A lot of miscues with the Chicago Bears, not team in total, but I'm going to show you the breakdowns on the defensive side, why those plays, those game plans worked.
Oh, man, Wade Phillip is going back to Dallas. It's going to be a homecoming. I tell you what, it's going to be a problem because you got Ezekiel Elliott. I'll tell you about it later.
Yeah, Wade Phillips, of course, the defensive coordinator now for the LA Rams and used to coach the Dallas Cowboys when that guy was playing in Arlington. All right, we got a full hour of Total Access Endgame coming your way. Thanks very much for watching the Mazda postgame show here on NFL Network.
Thank you for watching the Mazda postgame show.
The Thursday Night Football postgame show is presented by the Mazda CX-5. Driving matters.